Hey guys, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk with an episode of Old Records I Bought. So this is going to be vinyl finds. This time, instead of stuff I got out in the wild, this is going to be stuff I've gotten from various sources, online shopping over the past few months. One of the things I've noticed is that my last couple of vinyl finds videos have been probably some of my most popular ones ever. Volume 8 was one I found, 8 classic rock records for under $10. And so there was stuff like ZZ Top and The Cars and Billy Joel and the like in there, 5 albums and 3 45s. The most recent issue, Vinyl Volume 9, of VERVE for 50 cents, was when I got 5 records, mostly jazz fusion stuff, for under $5, including an Oscar Peterson trio on VERVE for 50 cents. And so these online records, for example, here's a VERVE. I spent $35 for this VERVE, so it was more than all those records from those last 2 videos combined and doubled. So I got this from Acoustic Sounds. This is obviously the brand new reissue of Trio 64 by Bill Evans. It is, of course, on the VERVE label, fresh and brand new, with Gary Peacock on bass and Paul Modian on drums, and it sounds great. And it comes in those wonderful Acoustic Sound mailers. But obviously I paid full rack retail for that. I've gotten some stuff from Adam at the Record Krate, who does sort of his online sales. So here I'll actually show you some jazz that's somewhere in between the dollar bin and the full retail. So some used stuff that I got from him. So this is Yusef Lateef. This is a greatest hits collection, so it's double disc on the Prestige label. So that started me off there. And then this is my second McCoy Tyner record. This is McCoy Tyner Super Trios. I think this came out in about 76 or 77, 1977. And so basically the concept is it's a double disc. It's called Super Trios. Disc 1 is with Ron Carter and Tony Williams, and then disc 2 is with Eddie Gomez and Jack DeJohnette. So that's sort of the idea there, why it was called Super Trios. And you can see some ring wear. The discs are fine, but they're definitely not brand new minty. Then I've also he had some record store day sale, so stuff from record store days in the past that he hadn't been able to sell and he had on sale. So I got this Dillinger CB200. This came out in, I think, the late 70s originally. Obviously this is a modern reissue. You got that Cocaine Running Around My Brain, 1976 on Mango Records. So maybe it was actually a couple years earlier than I thought. And then another one is, this was sort of one of these local releases for Record Store Day. So a Raleigh, North Carolina band called the Backsliders. This is an EP called Raleighwood. It was kind of done as a charity. And it's another one of those that is on the Record Store Day label. So let me put that back. Also sometimes get stuff off of Bandcamp. So you can see I'm wearing my Sahel Sounds t-shirt. Instead of getting some Mdu Mokhtar or Les Fils de Iligadad, I got, this is a band from southern Algeria called Afus Diapus. Again, it's in that Desert Blues Sahel sound. This album's from 2015. Now and Again Records. I got Africa the album Africa by the band Amanaz. This is one of those Zamrock classics. This is from 1975. You actually get 2 discs. You get 1 disc with the normal version, and the second disc, it's the same album with the reverb mix. I found I like the reverb mix better. This is probably, of all the Zamrock albums I've heard, this is my favorite. So, and the original of that is basically Unobtainium. And then the final couple I'm going to show are from the world of eBay. I actually rarely buy music from eBay. I find that the buy now people are usually charging too much for what they have. And then the deal with the auctions is, well, I will try to set myself a reasonable limit for an auction. And if somebody pays more than that, somebody pays more than that. So here's something I got. So the opening bid was $2, and I ended up being the only person that bid on this. So this is the album The Gift by Bullet La Volta. So this is like a late 80s Boston sort of punk alternative band. They kind of hung around with the Lemonheads and the Blake Babies. And so they were originally on Tang Records, which was what the Lemonheads were on. They got signed by RCA, so the RCA reissued this album, and that's what I have here. I find the singer has a voice that sounds kind of like the guy from the Circle Jerks. So I was happy to get that cheap. This I got not so cheap. I probably overpaid for this in the auction, but this is an EP called Rosie Jack World by the Blake Babies. This was the final released by the Blake Babies except for their reunion album. So this came out in 1991. This hasn't been reissued, so the colored vinyl is from 1991. It's not a modern reissue on Mammoth Records. And so you've got Temptation Eyes, which they made a video of. It's a cover of a Grassroots song. They also did a cover of Severed Lips by Dinosaur Jr., then 3 of their own songs, notably the song Nirvana. This is a different version of a song Juliana did on her debut solo album the next year. And we still have the list of stuff you could buy from Mammoth Records. So maybe I'll see if they still have some of these LPs or cassettes for $6.50, $5.50, $4.50 each. Notice that CDs were more expensive than the records 30 years ago. So we'll leave it at that. Maybe I'll eventually find some stuff out in the wild again, but that's some stuff I bought online.